Hey friends and family, this is SP News Nuggets, and today you guys, we're going to talk a little bit about David Franklin Lee Jr. He's age 37 down there in Alabama. You guys, the family wanting answers and they're not getting it, but I'm going to drop a nugget for you to let you know what I found out and what's going on, but I'm going to share their clip with you. Here we go.
It was okay to pull a gun. You didn't think about who this man was leaving behind. You didn't think about his kids. You didn't think about his mama. You didn't think about his sisters. One thing, David ain't gonna argue with nobody. He was loved by everybody. That wasn't even in his nature to start something. No police has contacted us. No detective has contacted us. We haven't seen any video. We haven't talked to anybody. We don't know who shot him. We don't know who he was in an argument with. We just keep hearing stories. And so we're left here with these unanswered questions. And how are we supposed to function not knowing anything? So we just want to know what's going on because nobody has still yet to get in contact with us. And I've called the detective myself and left my number 3 times, and I still haven't heard anything back yet.
That he used to always go to the club. They used to always go to the club. Then some of the time he'll take me there to help him clean up. We'll half the time we'll play pool for a little bit, then we'll leave. We'll go somewhere else, and then
he always made jokes and liked to have fun and loved to cook and loved his family and loved his club members, his brothers as he called them.
When I say he loved that club, he loved that club. Any function that they had, my brother was going to promote them. He was going to do that. He missed family functions to be with them. So that's what his heart was. He loved them. He loved bikes. He would cook for them. I mean, they would come over to the house and eat. I mean, he loved showstoppers.
Hey friends and family, okay, we're going to get into this commentary about what happened to David Franklin Lee Jr. He's a 37-year-old man. He has 2 sons and 2 daughters. You see his sisters on there speaking. His mother is sitting there. I mean, and she's beautiful. She looks young. I thought they were both sisters. That's how young she looked. But anyway, the family is not getting any answers from the police department down there. Now, this happened. It says investigator says Lee and another person got into an argument outside the club just after 2:00 a.m. in the morning, and they were at. Let me see here. It says that they were at a Showstoppers motorcycle club, and that fight outside of Birmingham Motorcycle Club ended in a fatal shooting of David Franklin Lee Jr. You can tell that this man was very well loved. That's why I don't know if it was a family member or a friend of the family that wanted me to cover this, letting everybody know. Put your prayers out there for the family because they want answers. People want to know what's going on. He was a very friendly person. Stayed to himself. He loved people. You hear the sister say he would cook for them people. He loved the motorcycle club. He just loved being down there and being around. That was his family. And then to die at the place that you like to go to, just to hang out and talk. You guys know what they do. They hang out and they talk and you know, they all got something in interest. They got motorcycles and they like to ride together and you know, people that's in the motorcycle clubs, they usually like to ride in pairs and in groups and everything. And he liked it that. So in order for him to get in an argument with someone, and then now, you guys, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I've got something to say here. This young man been taken away from his family, people that really loved him, and nobody's telling him anything. But the police department has already ruled this as justified. They ruled this as justified, and the family don't have a clue what's going on. I mean, wouldn't you want to know what happened, or not hear it from the streets, not hear it on the news, but for the police department, if you're investigating what happened to your loved one, wouldn't you want them to come to you and tell you what happened to your brother? What happened to your son? What happened to your husband? What happened to your father? Instead of, oh, it's over. It's justified. What do you mean it's justified? Well, who started the confrontation? Are you going by what the person said? Or is there other people? Tell us what happened. Let us read everybody that was a witness there. Let us read their statement. Was he the aggressor? Because the way that the family is speaking, they're saying that this man was a loving man, kind man. He loved his family. He loved his kids. He loved his sister. He loved his mother. You know, he wasn't a troublemaker. So why was it that somebody thought, oh, I'm in danger, let me just go ahead and shoot? Shooting is not always the answer. Because now, this person that you shot over an argument, really? You shoot somebody because you guys don't agree? Did you not think, like the sister said, did you not think that this person has someone at home waiting on them? Not waiting on a phone call saying that they're gone, but waiting for them to walk in the door. Because you got a chance to walk through the door. Why did you have to pull the trigger to end an argument? That doesn't make sense. I'm telling you, it doesn't make sense to me, you guys. It just doesn't. But anyway, I know these are the times. This is 2020. This is not a good way to start off the new year. 13 days in the new year. And now this family is going to have to deal with this. See, when you pull that trigger, it's not just a now situation. When you pull that trigger on someone, everyone in their family is going to have to deal with that situation that you decided to put a stop to just because of an argument. There's other ways to deal with an argument. You didn't even have to argue. You could have walked away. Why sit there and argue with someone just because you disagree? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, you guys, I wanted to share this with you because someone reached out and wanted us to share it. My condolences go to the family. And I hope you guys get your answer. I hope that Birmingham Police Department down there will start talking to you and tell you what happened. Because they at least owe that to you. And, I just don't know what to say. We might make some calls on this. And, sometimes, the squeaky wheel will get the oil. So, I'm going to leave you guys with this last picture. And just always remember, tell your loved ones you love them. Quit holding grudges, and be careful out there. You never know. And don't argue with people because you never know what they're thinking and what they'll do. All right, you guys, be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.